Hello, everybody, and welcome back to episode 36 of the Everything Motor Racing podcast. I hope you've had a good time. We've obviously not been here for a week. We did miss a session. But yeah, episode 36. Whose number is that, Jacob?
The one and only Joan Mir.
Okay, hell yeah, you got it right.
That champion, that former champion.
The champion that people forget about.
Yeah.
He's so... I gotta say, right, he's like so...
Oh, here we go. Tangent already. Love it.
Disrespected as such.
Yeah, yes.
Like, if you go through, like, the 10 most followed across all social medias, riders, Joan Mir's not in the top 10, even though he's a world champion.
No, I know, it's ridiculous. To be honest, this not many riders can come first and then third in a world championship in consecutive years.
Yeah, exactly. It's not, like, he's gone under the radar this year a lot because of Fabio and because of Pecco, and to come third this year, like, he's backed it up, even without a race win as well, you got to remember.
Yeah, honestly, he's probably one of the most slept-on riders out there.
Yeah, even though he's a world champion, he's still underrated, I'd say.
It's ridiculous. It shouldn't be, but it is.
Yeah, what will be, will be.
Poor Joan. I do think he's capable of winning another, and then maybe he'll stop being slept on, but who knows?
Then he'll use his number one.
Yeah. Fuck you, Fabio. Use the one.
Yeah. But we did miss a session last weekend because I gotta say, so we were meant to have Gary Lee on. We were also meant to have Gary Lee on this weekend, but he is
he's a fucking letdown.
So actually, genuinely, we are actually looking for a third person now. So if you have the knowledge of the sport and the time to give, then please reach out, because we are actually interested in bringing a third person on, because...
Yeah, you need thick skin, because we will abuse you.
Yeah, we will.
And you can get your booze back, but only a little bit, because otherwise we'll just kick you back off. That's a joke.
Yeah, don't hurt our egos too.
But yeah, that's if you're interested, we are looking for a third to come in and need to be able to bounce, basically.
Yeah, we have obviously got some people lined up, but we want to open the opportunity to the masses as well, because I'm sure there are many people who would like to do it and are wondering where an opportunity for something like this comes about. Well, here's the opportunity.
Well, I wouldn't say many would want to do it with us, but here we are.
Well, not like with us. Like, they probably want to do it with more established things, but, we're a little stepping stone. So.
More professional people.
Yeah, which we're not. But we did miss last weekend because... Was it you were sick?
Oh, I was ill.
Gary Lee was away, and oh my god, I was dead. Like, actually dead.
Yeah, honestly, I was like, you could have thrown me in the ocean, and that would have been the end of me. I was fucked.
Yeah, like, for me, like, because I'd had 2 hours sleep. I basically stayed up for 30 hours between Friday and Saturday for WorldSBK, and then slept for 4, then did the whole day, slept for 2 hours, and then it came to doing the podcast, and I was like, nah.
And when you said, no, I can't be arsed, I was like, oh, thank the fucking Lord.
Yeah, like, oh, mate, I was dying. Honestly. But this weekend, I'm a bit better, so...
Yeah, I'm not. I'm still feeling like fucking bad as arse, I am, so...
Oh, God. But, like, I'm quite happy. Like, genuinely, I'm actually enjoying the off-season.
Yeah.
It sounds weird.
No, I know what you mean. It's nice to be able to... Like, I've been out with the kids and not had the thought... Oh, I wonder if I get back, like, oh, I wonder if I can post about this, blah, blah, blah. There's nothing like that. Yeah. It's just go out, enjoy yourself, and feed the kids marshmallows. It's fucking great.
Yeah, like, literally yesterday, right? What did I do? I spent the day building Lego, because Lego is...
Oh, yeah, the Star Trek one.
Star Trek? Are you mad? Bellend.
There it is.
Yeah, building Lego, then what did I do? I played video games all day, and then went out. And normally I can't do that because I'm like, if like going out, I'm like, oh, I've got to be up. I've got to go home by this time because I've got to be up early for the racing, or I can't go out because I'm racing in Indonesia. Yep. But now I'm like, yeah, I can go out, do what I want. And then today went out with the family for a meal and stuff. It's like, this is nice.
Yeah, I went back home and visit my mum today. It was great. I couldn't have done that on a Sunday normally.
No, bloody hell. But it is nice. We do miss the racing, of course, but it is nice to have some free time finally.
Yeah, so like I've been saying it for like the last 2 years, to be honest. As much as I hate the fact we don't go overseas racing, it's much better for us.
Yeah.
It's rubbish if you're in Indonesia or something, but if you're in UK, it's much better having a European season.
Oh, I love it. I love it. And especially because all the times there are an hour ahead. And so when they race in like Portugal, because it matches our time, we like lose an hour of our day.
Yep.
And I'm like, because everything finishes an hour later. And I'm like, ugh.
Say that, mate. I say, it's sad we don't have the Asia. I don't miss Motegi.
No, I hate Motegi, man.
Absolute shite track. Sorry, Honda, but it's true.
I love Danny Pedrosa, though. Do you remember that one where he got the rear like right up in the air?
Where?
Motegi.
Oh, on the downhill, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the fucking rear was like, God, like Top Rack would have been jealous of that.
To be fair, like, it's been over 2 years now since we've been to Motegi. How am I supposed to remember anything from 2 years ago?
Well, I don't know.
Like, what we got coming up, how the fuck are we meant to remember any of this?
True. We're just going to wing it. But so yeah, Top Rack Razgatlioglu was crowned the World Superbikes champion to end the reign. I don't know, I was trying to make
the reign.
Yeah, reign. The 6 titles in a row is now gone. Yeah. But, and obviously we did see Raya don the 65 at the end of the race.
How weird was that?
That was strange, but I'm so excited for next year already. That is going to be unbelievable between Top Rack Raya, Bautista now, who looks rapid on the Ducati.
Oh, ridiculous on the Ducati.
Oh, so excited, man.
Yeah, like that. Obviously, everything that tested at Jerez was fairly interesting, but not interesting. Like, it's expected. But like, for Alvaro to come back with that pace.
Yeah. Oh yeah, like it was unbelievable, to be honest. I think it's 0.2 off of Top Rack's fastest time FP3.
Obviously different conditions and all, but at the same time, it's like that's still straight on it.
Yeah, like straight on it. There's no like adaptation or anything.
It's worrying. This shows how good the Ducati is next year as well.
I can see. I think they're my favourite for the MotoGP champion next year.
Like
I think Pecco's going to do it.
Maybe even a triple.
Imagine that.
Like it's on the cards. That's the thing, because that V2 is a ridiculous fucking thing.
Yeah, I mean, was it? Yeah, Blago was testing it, wasn't he? There's a lot of riders, wasn't it? Randy Krummenacker, Maximilian Koffler's been confirmed today to go there as well.
Yeah.
So
they got some quality riders on a bike that is 900cc in it.
955, yeah. In a super sport class.
Yeah, that's. I know it's a V twin.
Yeah.
But it's not like a fucking Ducati 999 hasn't beaten everything before.
No, exactly, yeah. And obviously Josh Herring's riding it in Moto America as well, so...
Yep, so, it could be quite a few Ducati titles.
Yeah, and, he's got Richie Escalante on the Suzuki as well. Oh, that's going to be...
What the fuck is that?
It's weird.
I mean,
really weird.
You can't keep the best, you get the rest, don't you?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he did beat Sean, but... years ago, but he didn't have that advantage.
Yeah.
That Sean has very vocally said on our podcast.
Yeah.
About
fuck no was the words.
Yeah, fuck no. And he's been testing as well. He looked pretty rapid as well.
Yeah. A couple of the Moto2 rookies impressed, actually.
Pedro Costa really impressed. Gabriel Rodrigo as well. Salach.
All of them. Like, I don't think there was a bad rookie showing.
No, they're all looking pretty quick straight out of the box. I'm quite excited for Pedro Costa, of course.
Yeah, Pedro looks great. Obviously, Gabri, I think, was probably the most impressive because it was just so unexpected that he's still hurt.
Yeah, exactly,
And then he's less than a second off, like, from the off.
Like,
I don't want to say I was right, but I was right.
Yeah. And Celestino Vietti, I'm really excited to see him next year.
I bet for next year. I've called it already. I stick with it.
And then... if he does say win the title next year, what on earth are they going to do in MotoGP with the VR46 team?
Oh, that's easy. Put Bezzy Boy on a factory yam, jobs are good in.
True. Because
Fabio's going to fuck off to Suzuki.
Yeah, because Fabio said today he's open to all offers for 2023.
Yeah, Bill Tarko will put in an offer for him to ride in 1975.
You got it in there eventually. Get in there early.
Like, that's the thing. He says open to all offers. Does that mean Superbikes as well, or just MotoGP?
Imagine that, it does that, both of them.
Fucking, that'd be scenes, wouldn't it?
That'd be pretty sick, to be fair. But he won't. But yeah. So, and obviously, Top Brackers obviously won the title, as we said, to end the Yamaha. No, not end. To mean that Yamaha has won everything this year.
Yeah, like this has been an Iwata year, isn't it? It's
yeah, they won.
been worrying, to be honest. Like
it is.
They've not been the best at all of anything, but they've won everything. How's that?
I know, it's strange. Like, what have they won? They've won, like, obviously the Supercross and stuff like that. I don't know. I know they've
won the
something.
MotoGP, which they entered. Didn't
World
enter
Superbike.
Moto2 or 3. Won the World Superbike, which they entered.
One BSB.
One BSB, which they entered. One British Supersport, which they entered.
No, they didn't. They didn't win British Supersport.
They did, didn't they?
No, that was Jack Curry. No, Benjamin Curry, mate. No, fucking Jack Kennedy on a Kawasaki.
Oh, it was, wasn't it? Yep, sorry, my bad. Didn't win USA Supersport because SDK won it. Won Moto America.
Yeah.
It's like they've won over half of their big championships that they
Well, they've won World Supersport and they've won Japanese Superbike. They've won like the top premier class for most of the championships now across the board this year.
Yeah.
Pretty obscene.
There hasn't been anything. The only other one is the only one that didn't win was Italian Championship.
Yeah, which is like Pirro.
Yeah,
I mean,
shocker.
Yeah. How many times has he got that now? 6?
Blue.
Is it 7? 6?
I don't know.
I think it's 7.
I think he's going to beat Ray.
Well, what do you mean beat Ray? Different championship.
No, as in like have more titles than Ray by the time, but it'll be Italian Championship.
Oh, he's already got more than Ray, but obviously
no,
Pirro
I think that
wouldn't.
was his 6th. So I think he's equal.
Ah,
but
right.
Of course,
yeah.
Ray hasn't got that long left, and Pirro's probably going to win another 3 or 4. No, Salvadori's not in it.
Pirro's a bit older than Ray, though, isn't he?
No, Pirro's like 33. He's younger, only
is
slightly,
he?
but yeah, Pirro's younger.
It's in like a year then, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not a huge amount.
Like,
he's going to piss the Italian Championship for the next 3 years, isn't he?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, it's good.
Do you know what?
But
honestly, what a year this has been.
It's been pretty spectacular, and obviously we had the Junior World Championship next year. No, this last weekend, which is now going to be renamed the Junior GP next year.
Yeah, in all classes as well.
Yeah.
Not just like even in like stock 600 in the Chev, I still a Junior GP entry.
Yeah, it's weird, but they're so what was it? Daniel Hilgado won in the Chev Moto3.
He's got the Junior World Champion to Ayo.
Yes.
Not a bad gig.
No, and then what's his name? Maximiliano Martinez.
Maximo Martinez, yeah. He's
what, 13-year-old rookie?
Yeah, 13-year-old ETC rookie. I called it at the start of the season. I said this kid is fucking special, and he won it. Which I didn't expect. I thought Carpe was going to win it, but like I said, he's good, but I didn't think he was title good.
We had a lot of rookies win titles this year, didn't we? With Pedro, Berman, and then Maximiliano as well.
Yeah,
Dominique Agata.
Yeah, that's right. It's been a good year to be a rookie.
Very good year.
Stock 6 as well, because Skrieg won it.
Oh yeah, of course. Oh, I was so annoyed he didn't win his last race.
Oh, I know, that pissed me right off.
Because he had literally 100% record. What is it?
And then Roberto Garcia comes up from the European Talent Cup on the Cardoso bike and comes 5th.
Mental.
Which was the highest finish of the stock 600 that year as well.
Mental, isn't it?
It's almost as if he was just trying to say, like, I should have been the champ, fuck you.
Yeah. Yeah, because we had a few European Talent Cup riders just make championship debuts in different championships, if that makes sense.
Well, Firmin set the standard, didn't he? And proved that he can do it.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. He really has done well. And then, what was it? Filippo... what was his name? 97, who was just absolutely killing it in the Chev.
Oh, balls! What's his
And he was racing for Cardoso. Filippo...
No, not Filippo. Emine.
Yeah, that's it. But he came from the Monlau Shella Galicia squad.
Yeah, that's it.
But he's riding for Aspar next year, I believe.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, with no, I can't say the other riders' names.
Yeah, I was gonna say, don't say it.
But yeah, so that'd be quite good. That'd be interesting. He's really quick rider, as he's already proven. And they've got David Alonso in the team, who's looking strong. Quite excited for that next year.
Alonso's quite fast. No way.
David Alonso, I think, is going to be. I think he'll win the title next year.
Ooh.
And CV Moto3, 100%.
Yeah, I'm struggling to disagree. That's the problem. It's like
I can't see any riders. Who's the competition next year in that class? Maybe David
Marco
Alonso.
Morelli.
Marco Morelli, that's the
That's
one.
the fucker. There we go.
Wait, it might not be Morelli then that's going into that scheme. Oh, I don't know. I don't know, man.
I got it. Just light bulb ping.
Let's have a look. Let's see if I can find the message.
Marco fucking Morelli.
Let's have a look.
It was a Cardoso. He was in the Cardoso garage, wasn't he? But it was a BOE bike.
Yeah. That's because they're obviously merging next year.
Yeah, but it was weird because it wasn't the same color scheme. It was just a bow color scheme.
Yeah. Yeah, it was weird, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think you're right about Alonso because I can't see who's gonna possibly compete. Like the Talent Cup kids are staying down. The only one who could come up from Talent Cup, I think, who could even potentially challenge is probably Alberto Fernandez. Carpe stays down. Martinez stays down. Zurutuza stays down.
Does Martinez not go up to the
No, Martinez is staying.
Too young, isn't he, I guess?
Yeah, he's staying for another year. So is Zurutuza.
Fucking hell. Zurutuza's... He's 15 now, isn't he?
I was really surprised he's staying. But maybe they'll move him up. I think Cruzes might be going up because he impressed.
Yeah, I think he's going to Cunha del Campione.
Yeah, he impressed on the Cunha bike. He came like 9th on his debut at Misano.
10th, yeah. But
So
Morelli's it's not Morelli going to that far. Don't worry. But yeah, going actually into the topic of this podcast, which is like rounding up the championships. Obviously, we've already really discussed World Superbikes, but going into like Moto3, it's a pretty mad year, isn't it? With Pedro Acosta taking the title as a rookie.
Yeah, it's been mad, but unexpected that a rookie would take the title. I don't think so. Just not the rookie I thought.
Well, I don't know. Like, I'd say rookie win a title is pretty damn unexpected, considering it hasn't been done since 1990.
Yeah, but my point there is, I suppose, like, obviously it's very unlikely, but if it was gonna happen, I thought it would be this year.
With Guevara.
If that makes sense. Yeah, but I thought it would be Guevara, not Acosta.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Because Acosta, like, he won the rookies. This was the best
shot at doing it this year since 1990 when Carpi Rossi did it.
Yeah, because the talent that came up into the championship this year was sublime.
Yeah, but they all won, didn't they? So
yeah, exactly. Yeah, all three of them, Javier Gas and Pedro and Guevara, all won races.
Yep, like Pedro showed that his intentions from the off, didn't he, at Qatar? I mean, winning his second race and winning it from pit lane.
Yeah, unbelievable.
Outrageous.
Well, he said, didn't he, before the season? I think I've said this in another podcast, that before the season he said it was too easy anyway, that he probably could battle for the championship in his rookie season.
Yeah, he said it was a message to someone, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's actually quite hilarious, to be honest.
Yeah, I loved the confidence, but at the time when I saw it, I thought, yeah, all right, kid, I love the confidence, but I think you might be disappointed.
And then he goes and does it.
Yeah, about that.
Yeah, because the message didn't actually get publicised till after he won the title. So, thankfully,
no, someone said something about it beforehand. I didn't actually see the picture until after, but yes, someone was saying before the start of the season in the Qatar tests that Acosta was making noises that he could win the title, and I was thinking, could he fuck?
Bloody hell!
And he did.
Yeah, it's pretty mad. Like the season he's had, and obviously now to go into Moto2 as well. I'm so excited for him. I think he's going to be. Yep. I think I don't think he'll do what Raul Fernandez did, but I think if he could he'll take a podium. I think he'll take a few podiums, like an Ayagoro kind of season, personally.
Yeah. As much as I love all the rookies coming up, I think the standard at the very top of Moto2 is lower right now.
Yeah.
This season, because Raul's gone up, Remy's gone up, Bez has gone up, who's normally a third, fourth place threat. DG's gone up, who we know can compete, even though he's a bit like in and out.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's going to be a slightly less fast at the top Moto2, but still very competitive because there's a more level playing field, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think and with Moto2 next year, because of the rookies that are coming up, I'm not sure. Like, I think they're going to be good, but like riders like Philip Salach, he's
Mm,
never really like shone in Moto3
yeah.
because he is tall. Don't get me wrong, but I'm really intrigued to see how he gets on in Moto2 because
Yeah, well, you know we can win on an R1, don't we? So,
yeah, well,
so
yeah, he
it's
came second.
obviously
Yeah,
the thing that was holding him back was like Fernandez almost. Like Fernandez figured out how to win in the end, but
mm,
honestly, like Salach is even taller, even bigger, even more weighty. Moto3 was not a place for him.
no, he was. I don't know. It just wasn't.
It just wasn't right. Like it was what he had to do to get through,
Mm,
and I'm glad he didn't fall through the cracks, considering he could have.
yeah, easily could
But
have.
you could like luckily the team manager saw the potential of a rider who just almost had to tread water to get to where he is now, where he'll shine.
Mm, yeah, he's done
Like
well
he's
to
not
get
like
there.
Rodrigo or something who's like, he's average height Gabri, and he's my dad. He's like 5'8", 5'9".
Yeah, he's a bit short than that. I think he's like 5'5", 5'6".
Yeah, he's never had Moto3 problems, like apart
No,
from brain to right hand connection.
yeah.
But that's gonna be going away now, like or at least lessening.
Mm,
Yeah, so honestly, I just the whole Moto3 season, although rookies dominated it, there've been some amazing rides all the way through the field, haven't there?
yeah, with like Sergio Garcia really came out of his shell this year
Yep.
and showed what he's got because he did well in the CV a few years ago. He won a race as a rookie as well, and this year has moved to Aspar with a gas. He's just absolutely pulled out of the bag.
Yeah, the gas, the rocket ship that is the gas.
It's quick that thing, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm worried for next year, to be honest, because that thing is probably the quickest of the KTM family bikes, isn't it?
Yeah, and then obviously in a straight line anyway.
Yeah, and then you've got a rider like Guevara and Garcia in the corners.
mm,
It's a recipe for a bit of a dent to everybody else. Like,
yeah, I think, and obviously in the IO squad, you got Jaime Masia who's out for blood next
yeah,
year after losing the title and not winning the title and seeing Pedro win it.
oh yeah. Imagine being like if I was Masia right now, I would just be sat there. Right, if I
I'd
wasn't
hate my
training,
life.
I would just be sat there, just like you stupid prick,
Yeah,
bang, hitting yourself in the face. Why the
like
fuck didn't you beat him? Bang.
it should have been him. Like that's the thing. It
Yeah,
should have been Masia.
everything pointed to it.
Yeah, like it should have been him. He won the opening race of the season.
I fear that he's missed his boat.
Really?
Mm,
Like was this the year?
I think so. Like, is he gonna win it next year?
I don't know.
Because now there's going to be a lot more experience down the field, some quick people coming in. I think he's missed his boat.
Dennis Fodger's got a taste of it now, hasn't he?
Yeah, Fodger has to win his favourite. He
I
has to.
hope I hope Fodger gets it, man. He deserved it this year. Like
I know what you
Pedro
mean.
deserved it more. Like,
Yeah,
but
I know what you mean. Like I've already said what I think of that. Like as in terms of
yeah,
the deserving wins it, but I know what you mean. Like I think any other year he did enough.
yeah, 100%. But then obviously when you met with a superstar like Pedro Costa, in
Yeah, you wouldn't expect a rookie to hold on an entire season and just continually post the results. Like the only
yeah,
mistake that Costa made was in Aragon with Articas, wasn't it?
yeah, 100%. And there was a big mistake,
Yeah,
and then Fodger knocks off Costa in the last round.
yeah. That like I had a ton of stick from people for saying that was a rush of blood and a little bit premeditated, but I stand by it.
Yeah, it
I
was a bit of
I
a dumb
think I
move.
think he went for it just thinking, oh fuck it, it's Pedro.
Yeah, like he's
Have
won
some
the
of
title
this, you
anyway.
bastard. You've already won it. Fuck you. Have this.
Yeah, pretty
Like not
much.
to hurt him, just to stuff it up the inside and be like, look, wherever happens, I'm coming out of this in front.
Yeah, like he wanted to prove to everybody that he could beat him, you know?
Yeah, and ended up nerfing him off. And I had to stick for that, but I stand by it. If it'd been anybody else, Roger wouldn't have made that move.
No, 100%. It was definitely because it was Pedro. But it's just a phenomenal season. Like we say, all the way through the field, there was some absolutely outstanding riders and some riders who really disappointed us. But I want to do a separate podcast. I want to do a separate podcast on riders who disappointed us.
Okay, but out of Moto3, who was the one biggest disappointment for you? Not all of them, just the biggest one.
Probably
who it was for me?
Sasaki for me.
Tatsuki Suzuki for me.
Oh yeah, like he is. Hopefully next year.
He's got that leopard right.
There's definitely some like Honda Japan politics going on in that.
I don't understand it, but
no, because he's won races in the team and he's done really well in the past, and he's just not found that same form again.
The only thing he's found last season was the floor.
Yeah, I think he topped the Moto3 crasher list, or was like up there at least.
That's impressive to top a Moto3 crosser list.
Yeah, and
from lots of points and podium positions as well. He's clearly fast, but
yeah,
other riders have lost their rides. Not gone. With all respect to 658, going up to Leopard is a step up. Not many people have been able to crash their brains out and go up a level, have they?
No, exactly. I think for me, Sasaki's really disappointed me because he showed a lot of strength in 2020 and really did push himself to the next level, but then now he's kind of just fell off a little bit this year, and
back it.
Yeah, and he's moving to Max Biaggi's squad next year, which should be a really positive move for him, but he just disappointed
another
me.
Big disappointment, if we're honest.
Yeah, John McPhee is.
Yeah, I know what you mean though. Sasaki, I think. If it wasn't Suzuki, it was Sasaki for me. So yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. What about most improved?
I'd say Sergio Garcia again, to be honest.
Yeah, that was going to be my shout. Imo Dennis Onchu.
Yeah, Onsu's done well. What was it? 2-3 podiums he got. It was so close to the race win, but then he has that rush of blood to the head, Onsu, and he really does need to.
Oglu Master Camp rush of blood to the head.
Of course, yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot he's a Keenan rider. That makes sense then, doesn't it?
I love Keenan, but he does teach his riders to be combative, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's a bit kamikaze style, but that's what he was like, and
and it works for some riders.
Yeah, it does, but not the other riders around him, as we saw at Jerez.
It gets you a 2-race ban if you're Dennis, aren't you? Which I thought was bullshit, but yeah.
Yeah, it was a bit of a weird one because what did he do? It was like a silly move, and then Darren Binder does something similar and doesn't get a 2-race ban, and it's where's the consistency?
Well, that was it. Onchu has a 2-race ban. Darren Binder gets a disqualification, and Dennis Roger gets a 3-second penalty for knocking riders off.
Yeah, what the hell?
What the fuck,
Yeah, it's so
Spanish Mafia.
It's just the what do you call it? Race direction being consistent as ever.
Yeah.
Consistently inconsistent.
Yeah, Freddie Spencer. If you're listening, you can borrow my glasses if you need, kid.
Yeah. Anytime. Crazy stuff.
He might have won 2 titles in the same year, but he hasn't got a clue about penalties for now.
Yeah, he's the only ever 250cc and Premier Class Championship winner. Only ever.
I mean, that is even more impressive when you consider he must be fucking blind.
Yeah, true. But moving to Moto2,
spicy winner.
Yeah, fucking good. Yeah,
what I liked most was after the season at the first test.
Oh yeah, Raul staring the pot.
Moral champion Fernandez.
Yeah, fucking hell, Raul, don't.
And people are like, he didn't say that. He didn't say it. He said those exact words.
And
quite literally, those exact words in that order.
You know what I think he's trying to do?
Rile up the squad.
He's trying to burn the bridges of KTM already to open the doors for a Yamaha move at the end of this year.
I honestly think by the time we leave Qatar, he will be a Yamaha rider for 2023.
Yeah, I think he's trying to get himself out of KTM already. He's trying to just stir up the pot and fuck them all around. And
with respect to him.
Yeah.
I don't think IO are a team who would do that.
No.
You know, if like IO has his fingers in many MotoGP pies.
Yeah, because what did he say? He said that they placed obstacles in the way of him to prevent him from winning the championship.
Yes, that's not how IO operate. I'm sorry.
No, it's not.
Why would IO benefit with Remy winning? He doesn't manage either of them personally. He was gonna win a title. What does he fucking care? Both were going up with KTM.
And both of them are going to win the title. Like,
yeah,
well, one of them will.
Had no reason to support one or the other.
Yeah, and unfortunately, Raul is just taking his Misano DNF out on other people. Because if he hadn't a DNF, he'd be a champion.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It was like, did Io crash the bike twice?
Yeah, like, literally. Because he crashed literally 3 times this year out of podium chances.
Yeah. And
Remy
lost by 4
once.
points in the end, didn't he?
Yeah.
And when Remy crashed, he wasn't in the podium spot, was he?
No, and at the end of the day, it was always Remy's anyway. Like, when we hit Kota and it was a 30-point gap, you know, it was always Remy's anyway, and then obviously Remy DNF'd, dropped it to like 11 points.
Yeah, we said at the time, didn't we? All Remy lost was his buffer. He never lost a chance.
Yeah, it was always Remy's, and it was Remy's to lose pretty much, and he didn't lose it.
Like, I thought Raul had the momentum, and then Misano just fucked it.
Yeah, like he was rapid at Misano to come through the field the way he did and just lead the race and start gapping them. I was so impressed, and
that was not the pace you needed. Unfortunately,
he pushed it over the line.
Was the reference you needed because
Lowe's
was on the limit.
He just pushed it that extra bit too far and suffered the consequences. Unfortunately,
yeah. I thought it was the strongest rookie Moto2 season we've ever had. With like Raul skewed the stats, but Agura was brilliant anyway.
Yeah, Agura towards
the end was fucking outstanding.
I'm quite disappointed a little bit.
Barry Baltas, you know, he managed to grab a point on the NTS. Like,
well, I'm a little bit disappointed by Tony Arbolino, I have to say.
Yeah, it was a weird move, wasn't it? Going to Intact, like,
yeah, I expected
it's not a Tony team, is it?
No, he's more of a nutcase, isn't he?
Yeah, he's more of a VDS.
He'll suit VDS, yeah. Like, because he's just a madman, and I think...
That's not a criticism of Intact, because Jürgen runs a hell of a squad. But they're very German. They're
very focused on things, and Tom Luffy didn't like it in the end, and was kicking off because they were very, like, you know, down the barrel kind of thing, and Alcobra will do well there. Alcobra will do well there, because they'll straighten him out.
Yeah, discipline. That's the word I'd use for that squad. They're disciplined.
Arbolino does not like discipline.
That's it. Like, try and control Tony. You'll fucking be like, nah, fuck you.
Yeah, he's just...
bad feelings.
Good feeling.
Do you know what, though? Like, he didn't burn the bridge or anything. He thanked them, and he seemed to be liked in the squad, but I think it was just not the right Arbolino squad.
Yeah, I know what you mean. VDS do a lot better with Sam Lowe's as well in there.
Yeah, that could be a fucking mental box next year.
Yeah, and the suit and all that he was wearing for testing looked so good.
Oh yeah, it's good to see a VDS suit and Dainies at last.
Yeah, oh, it was nice. I wonder if he'll keep Red Bull though. I'm not sure if he will.
Yeah, he still had it at the test.
Yeah, he did, but because like they're predominantly a Monster Energy team, so
but
I'm not sure. But yeah, he was looking good, but he did disappoint me this year. He had that 4th place in Le Mans, of course.
Is he your biggest disappointment in Moto2?
No.
Don't say who I'm going to say. Do not say who I'm going to say.
Hold on, let's just have a look.
I'm going to be attacked in a certain fan group for this.
Oh God, don't say it yet. Don't say it yet. I know exactly who you're going to say already, actually. Think about it. Hold on. Let's have a look. I'm going to say, straight out of the box, Lorenzo Baldassari.
No.
I'm massively disappointed in him.
I was disappointed, but I didn't expect anything either because of the MV. If he'd gone to another KLEX squad and done what he did, I would 100% back you.
Yeah.
But because of what he went to, the same as like if he'd gone to the NTS, for example. That's why I'm like not criticizing Cyrene. Because the MV and the NTS were just not quite there compared to the speed up and the KLEX.
Yeah.
So that's why Balder escaped it for me.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Mine is Jake Dixon.
Of course it is.
Well, no, like I like Dixon a lot. I do, and
Yeah.
I know that knowing what he can do compared to
Mm.
what he has done, that's what pissed me off with him.
Yeah, because he's the potential's there at the end of the day. It's not like he's just
Mm.
forgotten how to ride a bike, you know?
Yes, it's either him or Hector Garzo for me.
Yeah. Yeah. Hector, from a podium last year, looking really strong at the end of last year to
12 DNFs.
yeah, like bloody hell, man.
No, double figure DNFs, and he said in they grabbed him after he crashed out of the final race on the world feed, and he said he felt hard done by with the fact that he was losing his ride. What,
I've
bro?
just looked
Like,
at it. It was in
I
10.
don't want to piss you off, like, but you double figure DNF'd and you're
Yeah.
still shocked you didn't keep your ride, bro.
10 DNFs. That is
10.
obscene.
You know,
Yeah.
that's over half of the races he crashed out of.
Yeah. Well, he missed 2 as well. He only started 16.
Fucking hell. Yeah, he
Mad.
did, didn't he? Fucking
Yeah.
hell, yeah, because Alonso replaced him, didn't he? Lopez replaced him, that's
Yeah.
right.
He finished in the points 1, 2, 3, 4 times.
Fucking hell, Garzo.
Unbelievable.
And that's
man.
why you don't have a fucking ride. That's why Jorge Navarro's come in and taken a ride. Who's a serial crasher and broke his fucking leg anyway.
Yeah. And then you got Aaron Canet in there who topped the Moto2 list for crashes this year.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, everybody thought it'd be fucking Manzi or something or Valda, but no, it was Aaron Canet.
Manzi was second. Don't try and fucking.
Yeah, but like, remember that season where Lowe's and Manzi both had 30 plus crashes?
Oh,
Those
man.
days are gone.
Yeah. Well, it's because Manzi's not in the championship anymore. That's why.
No, like those days gone now of 30 plus crashes.
Yeah.
It's a lot more user friendly now.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Like those were set with the Honda, and hell, Manzi's was set on a Suter.
Yeah.
Kind of says it all.
Fucking
But yeah,
Asuta, man.
can it now? Oof, he's looking dangereux, isn't he?
He's looking naughty. Nort.
Yeah, he's looking very dangerous. I think he's going to be a threat.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he's an easy title favourite.
Wow, don't know about favourite.
No, he's definitely, for
He's a
me,
contender.
he's one of my favourites for the title for sure.
Oh, he's one of, but I don't think he's a clear favourite.
Who's your favourite?
I think there's a group of 3 of Sam Lowes, Aaron Canet, and Celestino Vietti who will be competing.
Do you really think Sam's going to finally get it?
No. Like, no disrespect to Sam. I think the level's closer to his level. Like, we discounted Augusto Fernandez out of that.
Oh, shit, yeah. Augusto,
But
man.
I don't think Augusto's going to be quite there.
Mm.
And Navarro could even feature, you know, he's lucky in that he's broken his leg now.
Yeah, very true.
And, like, who's to say a rookie one step up? Agura could even, you know...
Oh, Gura, yeah.
There's,
Jeez.
there's a lot of riders who are thereabouts who didn't actually show any title contention this year because of the speed of the top 4
Yeah.
who've gone up.
Mm.
Now could be their time to shine.
Oh, my God. I'm quite excited for it. Like, Sam Lowe's next year, I'm sorry, but Sam Lowe's, this is his best opportunity of his career next year.
I think Lowe's best opportunity was last year, though.
Yeah, oh yeah, last year. Well, he to be fair to Sam Lowe's, that title was his until he broke his hand.
Yes,
And
but
I will
it
fight
was
anyone
also
till
an
cows
unforced
come home.
error.
Yeah, like what is his hand hit the bike as he crashed during a freezing cold Valencia, like, you know, and then he bloody worked his ass off, grit his teeth, and finished 3rd in Portimao with a broken hand. Like,
Yeah, like it was a heroic effort, but at the end of the day, the only man who cost Sam Lowe's that title was Sam Lowe's, and that's the problem.
100%.
None of the other title contenders crashed and hurt themselves, and that's the issue with Sam. It's a same old story with him.
Yeah, Sam Lowe side.
Yeah, like obviously it's a sad thing because he's a fucking good rider.
Yeah,
but both of those twins have flattered to deceive this year. Really,
yeah.
I'd say both have been lucky to keep their rides.
Well, Alex, yeah, because he fucking broke himself, and then like he kept like he'd do a race or he'd skip a race or he'd do part of a race weekend and then he'd bail out of it, and like Kawasaki really needed him this year.
Yeah, if Lowe's had been better,
Yeah, then
But
he probably could
you
have
can
taken a lot
insert
of
Sam
points.
or Alex there.
Yeah.
And you can think if they'd been better, the titles from collection would have been different.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, Alex Lowe's his job is to take points off Top Rack. They know for a fact that unfortunately he's not gonna go against Ray for the title because Ray's consistency is only matched and beaten by Top Rack Glioglu. But to take points off Top Rack, that's his job, and he hasn't done it this year. And obviously that's because he got injured and because he keeps getting injured because he keeps crashing.
Yeah, but like that's it. Neither WorldSBK winner had a teammate who could take points off their title contender.
Yeah, because Locatelli kept finished from 4th.
Yeah, Locker, like, understand that Lowe's you'd expect to be up there.
Yeah, because Locker's a rookie at the end of the day. He's more than an excuse.
Yeah. Who was your World Superbike disappointment?
I've got to say, I was thinking for Redding, but actually no, because he's been good. Considering the consistency of the other two, mate, he was fucking outstanding. Disappointment. Maybe Jonas Folger.
Rinaldi for me. Folger,
really?
I think Folger's can only ride a Yamaha now.
I think for me, Davies, to be honest.
Yeah, but I know, because like you get bumped out to the factory team, expectations are then lower, aren't they? Anyway.
Yeah, but it seems not that bad going from winning races and podiums to.
He finished pretty much level with Rinaldi towards the end of the year. And he was beating him in some races. Like, the guy who took his ride. For me, that makes Rinaldi worse.
Rinaldi is... They said something about him on the live broadcast and said that he's a number 2 rider. Like, he's not there to win races or championships, but he's Ducati's favoured rider because, firstly, he's Italian, and secondly, because he can win races and he can get podiums when he needs to.
Yeah.
And... I think he'll stay in that team for a long time now, just because he's an excellent number 2.
But he was still a very disappointing rider for me. He didn't do his job for me.
It's weird. His consistency was weird because he'd go out, he'd get podiums, he'd get race wins, he'd get, he got podiums. I think it was 5 different tracks this year.
Yeah.
But then the next race, he'd be 10th.
Yeah, that's the problem. Like, he didn't give Redding a chance either to compete. And it's either him or Tito for me. Yeah,
Tito, man. What the fuck happened there, man? He has not been the same since that injury.
No, like, fair enough. He nearly died.
Like,
if anything's going to affect you, it's that.
Yeah, 100%.
So you can sort of let him off, but you can't have fear as a motorcycle rider.
No, Jorge Lorenzo found that one out, didn't he?
It's killed the best of careers.
Yeah, unfortunately it has, and... Who, I think we're both on the same page here, who our most impressive rider was this year.
Yeah, gotta be Top Rack, haven't
I? No, Axel Bastiani, mate.
No, Top Rack. Top Rack, Bassani's close, but Top Rack, the level he stepped up this year.
Oh, yeah. It's monumental, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it was a bigger thing than what Bassani did. Because Bassani didn't... He was thereabouts, but it took him a while, and he still didn't affect anything results-wise as such. Whereas Top Rack was there every single time he was on the bike. Which literally, only Ray has done previously for the past 6 years. Only Ray has managed to do that.
So every race, you could expect Top Rack to be in the top 2.
Yeah, and nobody's been able to do that since Ray came into the championship, apart from Ray.
And the thing is with Top Rack as well, right? I kept saying on this podcast, I was like, he's going to make a mistake soon. He's going to make a mistake. No rider can go a full season without making a mistake, and he never made a mistake.
Yeah.
He had 3 DNS to his name, and one was because his bike blew up, one was because Garrett Gerloff took him out, and the third one was because his front fender snapped off, went under his front wheel, and he stacked it because of that. He didn't make a mistake all year long.
And that's why I couldn't say Bassani. It had to be Top Rack for that
That's
reason.
fair. How the hell can you be that consistent?
Be that good?
Yeah.
It's like the old saying, isn't it? There's only one way to be champion. Never fucking lose.
Yeah. And the thing is, his mentality was amazing because it wasn't like, right, I'm going for the championship. It was like, I'm just going to try and win as many races as possible, and that should then hopefully bring the championship with it kind of thing. It wasn't like, right, I've got to finish second, third. It was fucking hell, I'm going balls out here to try and win this race.
Well, the final race, like the final round, sorry, first race where he won the title, he was fucking dicing with Ray, knowing a crash probably handed the title to Ray, and he was still fucking doing it.
Yeah, he did not. Like, literally, if he'd have crashed that race, Ray would have been
fucking warm-up lap, for God's sake, and he still did it.
Honestly, like, he is... like, the racing that them two have shown, and Reading, to be fair, the racing that them lot have shown this year has been spectacular. Like, much better than MotoGP, much better than BSB, much better than everything this year. I have been so thrilled to watch Championship.
I'm not going to say it's as good as MotoGP was.
You haven't watched most of the seasons. You can't say shit.
I've watched a lot of I've, like, tuned in and out of it.
You've watched, like, 3 races.
It's been the best World Superbike season since probably 2000 with Bayless and Edwards and that. You know, that era. But MotoGP is still...
MotoGP's got the wow factor, though. That's the thing with MotoGP.
MotoGP also has 6 or 7 riders who could feasibly win a race.
Yeah.
World Superbike had 2, possibly 3. And
I know what you mean.
Like, the race in between Ray and Toprak was as good as MotoGP.
So that's what I'm saying. I mean, like, I don't care about... Like, if we're going just racing, just on-track activities, I think World Superbike has been better because it's been more interesting and
that's
bigger battles and stuff. Because MotoGP has barely had any battles this year.
That's where I disagree, because anybody could have won any race in MotoGP, and that made it super interesting. Whereas you knew, short of a crash, who was going to win in World Superbikes. Didn't subtract from the dice, but I think as a whole, MotoGP was better in that it was more varied, more open.
Yeah, I get you there.
Yeah, but the racing, if you're just talking straight up track battles between 2 title contenders, nothing came close to World Superbikes.
For sure. Like, MotoGP this year, I don't know, like, we didn't really have too many battles. Like, yeah, of course we had Marquez and Pecco at Aragon in the last few laps. But apart from that, unless I'm missing something glaringly obvious, there really wasn't many battles.
Like, whenever one rider was strong, the one who possibly should have competed with him was not quite there. And that's due to bike setup, whatever. But it was like a pendulum, wasn't it? Like, it'd be Fabio, Pecco.
At the end of the season, it was Pecco, wasn't it?
Yeah, he sort of stuck to the right on Pecco at the end.
Yeah.
But, like, that's probably a symptom of the different bikes. Because obviously, very different bikes, the Yamaha and the Ducati.
Yeah, of course.
But where one was strong, the other perhaps wasn't. Whereas World Superbikes, they're very similar in that they're inline fours. Yes, Yamaha's different firing order, cross plane, blah, blah, whatever.
Yeah.
But they were very similar bikes. They normally went to similar tyres, and they were very close to the level of each other.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's what made it... MotoGP was more interesting. World Superbikes was more good. let's go with that. Like, there was less good, but better that was there for World Superbikes.
Yeah, I get what you mean there. I mean, I think next year it's going to be even better when we've got Locatelli, Rinaldi in his second year there, Axel Bastiani. It's
interesting to see if Reading can do anything in the BM.
Yeah, that's going to be so interesting to watch, because especially with Michael van der Mark in there as well, I think the pair of them will, because they're tall riders as well, that really does help them.
Yeah,
and you got Loris Baz as well in the satellite team. You got Eugene Laverty in the satellite team. You got a lot of tall riders.
I think Norge is going to have a bit of an issue, to be honest, coming up in 2022, because he's the shortest by a margin of the 3 riders.
Yeah, and them 3 will make it so the bike works well for a taller rider.
Because that's one thing the BM was really bad at, was tyre conservation. Granted, it was also due to Sykes having a fucking on or off switch on his throttle. But a lot of the time, they'd fall away because of the tyre conservation. That's something they need to work on. And with all 3 riders pulling in the same direction development-wise, because they're all the same height, could be a bit of a problem for Laverty.
He's booked. I think Laverty, man, no disrespect to Eugene, because he's a good rider and he's a great guy, blah, 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 but how the fuck is he still getting rides?
Yeah, I know what you mean. Like, this year, to be fair to him, I don't think was much to do with it.
He got treated like shit this year. Like,
Yeah.
that is so
His squad,
unfair.
whoever at BMW signed the fucking contract for RC Squadra Corsa needs sacking.
Yeah, because what
Not
the
turning
fuck,
up to
dude?
a fucking first season test because they fucking forgot.
Yeah.
To quitting out halfway through because of internal restructuring, i.e. I run out of fucking money. Probably spend it all on fucking coke and brass, like. And then, well, they're Italian. It was pretty much a given, wasn't it? And then coming back and saying, "Oh, actually, nah, I'm good. We'll just give everything to Bonneville."
Yeah, like, it
What
sounds...
the fuck?
It's like such like a weird... I think it was just there to kind of rack in the sponsorship money and not really, like, actually go out and race.
But, like, Bonneville could have had 2 entries. You know what I mean? It could have had an entry to help Folger with a teammate in the garage, but instead they give it to some fucking dodgy squad, like. What
Yeah,
are you
it's
thinking, man?
weird with Folger. I think he'll end up in the EWC next year.
Either that or he's going back to German Championship, back on a Yamini.
Yeah,
As long as they put him back on a Yamaha, Bonneville, I think he'll be happy.
it was always a weird move from coming in onto a BMW. I still don't understand why they made that move, especially seeing the Yamaha win the title this year.
Yeah,
he was
apparently
fucking amazing.
The team manager said that they were contacted by BMW to bring it up. It just wasn't possible to run a Yamaha next year for Folger in the championship.
Yeah, because they weren't getting Yamaha support, were they?
Nah.
Because Yamaha aren't like supporting many riders. I think there's an extra Yamaha team next year, which the riders aren't confirmed for yet. But it's
literally Fat Pata, GRT, and this third squad, isn't it?
And I fucking hope to God Tara McKenzie gets it. Because at the moment at the moment it's looking like he's staying in BSB, which
money
sucks.
talks.
Yeah, it's
shite, but money talks.
It sucks, man. I hate racing for sure. Honestly, God.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's good for BSB to keep.
Yeah, it's amazing for BSB. Not good for Jason O'Halloran, who knows that he can. Doesn't matter what the hell he does throughout the season, he's probably still going to lose it when the showdown shows up.
Literally, he must fucking. Like at Halloween,
where
everybody has like pumpkin carving. I bet he carves fucking showdown into his pumpkin.
Yeah,
scariest fucking thing to him, like.
Like he was like on it all year. That was how it was his. So then to come to finish third after the showdown.
But I've said it every single year since the showdown's come along. Everybody knows it's the.
Yeah, then it's not like it's like, oh shit, the showdown? What?
Do enough.
It's not like it was sprung up on them.
Just finish consistent podiums.
Yeah.
And then step it up a notch in the showdown.
Yeah.
Which is what Taz did.
Do. Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
It's a bitch of a fucking system. If you come in first and done with it, it's an absolute bitch of a system.
Yeah, but when it swings in your favour like it did for Taron, who was there or right thereabouts, second in the championship the whole year long, but was like 150 points down on his teammate, to then have it all reset for the showdown and win the title.
Like obviously podium credits count, but they were both on the podium most times, so it was back and forth, wasn't it?
Mm.
Like if MotoGP had it, I think Pecco would be champion.
Oh, 100%, mate. Pecco was on freaking fire the last few rounds. Like, I think if Pecco can continue this, actually, no, I'm not even going to say that. I'm going to say, listen to next week's podcast. But no, listen to next week's podcast if you want to hear to what we think about MotoGP next year.
Yeah. It's a when, innit?
Yeah.
Like,
but no more talking about Pecco. We'll discuss it next week.
But one thing I did want to discuss quickly before we sign off was the Jerez test.
Yeah.
How much Ducati brought?
Again, we'll talk about it next week.
But fuck me, it was ugly, that exhaust.
Yeah. But yeah, so, it sucks for Taron, but life goes on, I guess.
Yeah, well, you never know. Maybe he will get a seat, but it's not looking likely, is it?
No, it's really not. It's
I think Gerloff needs to step up now.
Yeah, Gerloff is in his third year next year. I think now is the time.
Yeah, like he comfortably beat Nozane, which, fair enough, Nozane was hurt quite a large amount of the year.
Yeah, I think Garrett, he showed finally some steps, like he made some strong steps in Indonesia after really falling off after knocking Toprak off.
Yeah,
Yamaha clearly took him into a room and bloody screamed at him,
Yeah, he was bollocked.
Yeah, and you could tell from his races afterwards, he was nowhere.
That was not the tactic they needed. They should have just let him, said, okay, mistakes happen. Go on. Because we know you're fast.
Yeah.
But then again, that could have caused another top rank incident and cost him the title, so swings and roundabouts, innit?
Yeah, you don't want too many of those incidents.
I think if Gagne comes into the championship...
He's not.
Nah.
He's not. He's
if
staying
Gagne
in attack.
had come in the championship,
yeah,
that would have been the fuse up the arse that he needed.
Yeah, for sure. It's a shame for Gagne, but... Yeah.
That is a real shame, actually.
Yeah, and Gagne staying Moto America next year, which... Who's his teammate? I think it's Tony Elias. I'm almost certain his teammate will be Tony Elias.
Yeah, I think it is,
Which would be sick.
Like, unfortunately for Gagne, I think he's labelled as damaged goods from that Honda season.
Mate.
Paddock.
He got dicked, though, didn't he? Absolute dicked.
Yep, he did. But, it happens. Like, you're labelled damaged goods, that's the end of it. Like, Tito now. Short of bringing shed loads of shekels, what the fuck is he going to do?
Yeah, the only...
Luckily, Pedicini will be like, oh, money, yeah!
Yeah, money, let's go!
But other than that, he's not going to get a top ride ever again because he fucked the season up with Barney.
Barney haven't... Since Xavi Flores, Barney have been nowhere. They really did fuck up getting rid of Xavi Flores.
Yeah, I don't know what they were thinking with that.
I think it was a Ducati decision more than a Barney decision, that one.
Like, the amount... Well, the lack of support. Considering Barney run Pirro in the Italian Championship, the sheer lack of support they get from them.
It's weird because, like, in the Italian Championship, it's like the meme of like the big, strong Shiba dog versus like the one sat there. And it's like in the CIV, it's like big, strong, and World Superbikes, it's like small dog.
Yeah, literally, that's where it is, though, isn't it? It's
literally is.
I don't understand it. I don't understand Ducati not giving them support either. Like, different exhaust. Different engine internals, different swing arm. The
they
only
make
thing
their own
that's
swing
fucking
arm.
same is the fucking Ducati fucking writing on the badge. Like, it's nuts.
It's weird. Who's their ride next year? I think it might be Samuele Cavalieri.
I think they're keeping Cavalieri, yeah.
Yeah, because he rides for them in the...
Bernardi.
Oh, shit, it's Luca Bernardi, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's going to be a weird move, man. I'm really intrigued about that one.
It's a good move.
Bernardi's a bloody beast, man. That kid is so fast.
But I would have preferred to see him on an actual Ducati, not a Barney bike. Like, and that's no disrespect to Barney, but I would like, if I was moving teams, I would prefer manufacturer support.
Yeah,
which
I know
they
what you
just
mean.
don't seem to have.
Yeah.
It's like Pedicini. They ran an old fucking Kawasaki, like.
Yeah, they did, yeah. One of the bikes was old. It's weird.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? Like, that's clearly no Kawasaki support there.
Yeah. 100%.
And then Cresson had the newer shape bike.
But it was still miles off of the one that Ray has, so it was nowhere near.
Yeah, like Ray has a lot of the difference there as well. But
yeah, of course.
He would not have done anywhere near what he did on a Pedicini bike.
No.
But that's why everybody wants the factory bike, innit?
Yeah, why it's a full factory, isn't it?
Yeah, quite literally. That's why everyone wants it, because it's that, like we said previously, well, obviously we didn't say it on the pod, but Petrucci, when he finally went from Pramac to the factory squad, we were saying that could be the 1% he needs to win a race. Same with Jack Miller.
Yeah.
You know, it's just that extra little bit of whatever it is, the magic dust. That's the best way to put it.
It's like Pekka going from 16th to second of a championship from the move, you know.
Yeah, Pecco's another really good example there. It's just, if nothing else, it's the confidence it breeds of being picked by the factory.
It's being in those colours, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Like, you can say what you want, but if you were on two identical bikes with identical people, but one of them is the Ducati squad, which one's going to make you think you got bigger bollocks? Oh,
it's all mental, isn't it? It's all like in your head.
Well, 95% of a race is between the eyes, isn't it?
Pretty much. But yeah,
it's going to be a fucking... I'm looking forward to discussing the test next week, because
there
was a lot going on.
Hell yeah. But yeah, and with that, I think it's a good time to end, and then we can next week bring it in on the test.
Yeah, because nobody really gives a fuck about the lower classes or superbikes today.
No.
They're all waiting for the big one.
They are, but that's why we make it into a separate episode for you guys, because we're nice like that.
It's called a tease. We're just tickling your balls right now.
That's it, giving you blue balls for a whole week.
Yeah, so, when you listen to this on Monday now, and you'll be like, oh, fuck, you're going to wait an entire week to hear what they think about GP, and then it's not going to be worth waiting for. You're going to
It's
be
gonna be
fucked.
shit, isn't it? It's gonna be crap.
R.I.P. in peace. But yeah, like, as we said at the start as well, if you made it this far, chances are you're a fan of the pod. So if you think you can fucking talk with us, give us a shout.
Yeah, let us know. Just message us on Instagram or whatever. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this podcast, and we'll be back next week and for
the big
episode
one,
37. The big one. That's what she said.
The Pedro Acosta episode will be as well. That's
yeah,
fitting.
boy. No, it's the Augusto Fernandez one. Pedro's 51.
Yeah,
the time.
sorry.
Back to you. But yeah,
how mad is that, by the way? Like, before we just quickly, the two of the riders both ran the same number.
And it's a really obscure number as well.
Yeah, who could you think of who've run 37 apart from those two?
David Pizzoli, but that was only for a wild card because his number was taken.
Like, I genuinely cannot think of a 37 that's like,
Corey
been
Tinker,
full-time.
I think, is another one that uses 37. But apart from that,
yeah, so
it's such a
to get two of the 37 boys in one squad.
Oh, it's bonkers, isn't it?
Fucking mental.
Yeah, Corey Tinker uses it. Let's have a look. Unjudged Jezek uses it. James Hillier uses it. Of course he does. Fucking hero. So I'm just trying to find some other 37s. It is so obscure though.
Yeah, it's a weird one, isn't it?
Yeah, Diego Lozano.
Fucking hell, there's some throwback names you're bringing out right there.
But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this podcast, and we're back next week.
All right, in a bit,
Bye-bye.
chips.